to tell you, the best way to make money is to work for it. There will come a day when you won't be able to work for money, whether that's because of an age or illness or an accident or whatever. Maybe you'll be able to live till the day that you die working for money. But normally there does come a time where the money that you've worked for now has to support you. So you're carrying your money, eventually it's going to have to carry you. The best way to create money is to, number one, earn it. Then, next to earning it, you have to decide what are you going to do with the money that you've earned. Because many people earn money and they immediately spend the money that they earned. And so there has to be some system where you, and this is, I say this phrase all the time, where you get as much enjoyment out of saving money as you do spending it. And you really have to understand the role that money plays not only in your life today, but in your life when you're 50, 60, 70, 80 years of age, because it will happen. And so the best way to get more money is to work for it. The best way to keep your money growing is to invest it. And the best way and thing you can do with money is simply stay out of debt, especially credit card debt. In this economy today, and given what the computer and worldwide investing and outsourcing has done to the employment numbers in the United States of America, I think one could easily say that you would be far better off having an entrepreneurial spirit and starting your own business. I was doing a thing called Be Your Own Boss, that we'll see if that comes to fruition or not, but what you need to know to be your own boss. In terms of using your own money, however, to invest in yourself to create your own entity, I would advise against that. Because if you use your own money and that failure rate is very high in businesses, then you've lost your business, you've lost your source of income, and you've also lost the money that you had that you were going to live on if this business did not succeed. So if you're going to do a business, and I've done many businesses, I very, very seldom, in fact I've only done it once now, where I've invested my own money to do something. I'd rather have 50% of something than 100% of nothing. So I always look for either partners or people who want to finance something, not venture capital, but a different type of a deal, or borrowing money, if you can, to start an entity, which also isn't easy right now. I do get that we're in the state of California, so, with that in mind. But for years now, since 2007, I have been asking people to buy municipal bonds. I came out of the stock market in 2007, and it's documented very well on the Suze Orman show, and started to tell all of you to buy municipal bonds. Buy, 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 buy. You could have locked in 5, 5.5, 6% on some municipal bonds, tax-free, which now that interest rates have gone down as much as they have and everything else has happened, they have skyrocketed in value. Skyrocketed. You can't even find the number of municipal bonds for money that's out there right now. I'm looking and I can't find what I'm looking for with money to invest. The reason that I said California is that, as you know, this state is not in the best condition in terms of what you have going on financially, so you would probably be better to get the income tax hit on a municipal bond by buying outside the state of California and getting it federally tax-free, and who cares about paying the state income tax. Besides that, dividend-paying stocks or exchange-traded funds where you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8% interest, master MLPs, master limited partnerships, when held correctly, fabulous. Real estate, only if you get a steal of a deal and you have working capital in terms of an investment, so you have money to back it up. I still think in many areas real estate's going to be low for a long time, so it would not be my favorite place at all to invest right now, but possibly real estate investment trusts that invest in apartment buildings would also be something that's good. But there are many, many things that you could invest in that could very easily generate you a 4, 5, 6, 7% yield without a whole lot. I still love gold. I would have gold be at least 10 to 20%, 10 to 15% of my portfolio. If you had a good portfolio and more money, then up to 20% in gold. Gold, as you may see, is starting to skyrocket up. At this point, I've predicted that I think we'll see gold at 2,100 by November of this year. Who knows if that will be true or not, but I'm a believer in gold. I have a very large position in gold via ETFs myself, and we've been buying gold. I've personally been buying gold since the hundreds, not in the thousand, but we had a pretty outright buy, and about 2 weeks ago when gold was at 1570. I don't know if any of you follow the newsletter that we gave away. Do you follow it? We had an outright buy of gold, did we not? On the absolute low of this cycle at 1570. We called it to the penny. I personally don't like silver as much. I think silver will also move, however. I like gold better because when I go to China and I go to India and I go to places throughout the United States, I never see these vaults filled with silver. You know, in China, you literally will go into the banks and they have in their little big safety vaults a lot of money in gold. You see them bringing it in, bringing it out. Now, that's not what a safety deposit is supposed to be for, but China's another story.